Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home.
The draft, I was like, man, I got that feeling again. Everybody was like, man, you said that last. I'm like, all right, I'm trying to tell you, man. I think this year is just gonna be like last year, and that thing you know. Hey, look, here we are having the same conversation again.
Hey, the cow might be lagging back and forth. I know we got a lot of weather coming down the pipeline, but hey, man, I don't want to hear that. I really don't want to hear that tonight, man. Like, we know you the champ. Team Myers, he the champ, or PPR. Let me go and put it on the board, man. But for real, congratulations to y'all guys, man. Because we ain't had a chance to even really like. I mean, shoot, the last time we was up here, we was right there at the championship. But man, it's due. I gotta say it. It's due, man. Congratulations are in order, bro. Like you set out and did what you said you was gonna do, and you damn did that. Myers, he definitely didn't know he had the team to do it, but he did it. You know what I'm saying? I wish
Uh-huh.
Cup was up here, man. Cup ducking for real, for real. I feel
Yeah,
like he's
you
ducking.
know what it is.
I feel like he's ducking. I'm gonna call him out. He always says shout him out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna call him out on this one. I feel like he's ducking, man. But I really do. So, yeah, man.
Cub ducking that smoke.
He ducking
Mm-hmm.
it. He got to be ducking it. The man said he was gonna win PPR. Man, Myers came in there and did what needed to be done. And
Team Myers walked in his trap and took over his
he
trap.
he did. He did. Redecorated and everything. He got a
You
trophy
feel me?
and some dollar bills coming. Good gracious. He about to
Hey.
renovate.
Hey, but shout out Gridiron guys though. Hey, what a crazy run he went on. That was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was nervous at first. I ain't gonna lie. I was nervous at first. But then, because I didn't want to jinx myself. I actually went against the grain. Majority of my team, my starters on my team were the players I drafted.
Yeah, you didn't. Did you make any trades this season?
None.
Because I can't remember.
The only trade I made was for draft picks.
Yeah. Yep, that was the only trade. Yeah.
No
Hey, but
trade.
look, that joint, and it's crazy though, because when you look at your team, like even Cool said it last week, like Chuba Hubbard coming alive and doing what he did, man, like that helped. He was a bit cog in your team, yo, and your team's success for real. We
He
can look
was
at
a league
everybody else.
winner.
Yeah, we can look at everybody else. Jalen Hurts, his 10 plus touchdowns he got with the tush push. We can look at Bijan. Bijan had a decent season. It could have been
Mhm.
better. I feel like you know what I'm saying. Then you look at hey, I was just about to say his name. Look at Devontae Adams. He just scored live. Aaron Rodgers, like he came through for a few of your games and put you where you needed to be. When I thought you could have possibly lost those games. You know what I'm saying? Late in the season, and when the tides turn, man, Devontae Adams, I remember he gave you like two touchdowns. Then the next game, you plug Sutton in, he give you a touchdown. Then the next game, you might plug, you know what I'm saying, Shakir and or something like that. He give you some points to take you over there. So yeah, your team was built solid with no trees.
Yeah, man. That's why I was kind of saying, like, a little while back when we was discussing, how trades was going down and everything. I'm like, man, truth is a real, like, if you really think about how you GM a team in real life, you don't want to have to
Hmm.
make, you don't want to have to draft a bunch of dudes that you believed in, and then by week 8 of the season, you got a whole nother team. It's a testament to putting in the work early on.
Yeah,
Like in real life, in training camp or in the off season. And I know it sounds crazy to put that in the same breath as fantasy, but that's just how people prepare. You know what I'm saying? And that's a
right.
testament to I know Myers be on his, he be on top of his A game, and I know Revenge be on this shit and paying attention to, the draft process and the free agency, things of that nature. So that's just a testament, like we said, a couple of times, man. So, and that's what fantasy football is. You gotta be able to see the forest through the trees a little bit. You know what I mean? You gotta just be able to forecast in a way.
Yeah.
And obviously injuries is how injuries is. It'll derail somebody's season pretty much every year in fantasy. A couple of seasons, McCaffrey going down, or maybe Diggs going down, or just a lot of dudes that people might have had high hopes in, or you invested in high, so those things have kind of played themselves out. So it's a testament to everybody that was in the playoffs, everybody that fought hard, and I'm obviously upset about not making it to the finish line, but I can damn sure say I lost to some great competition this year.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Cool. Like you ain't lying about that. You can't even sit here and be mad at the competition. Like you can't do number one. The dude, you know what I'm saying? Get revenge on them. No pun intended, but that's what it is. The next season that's coming up, you be like, nah, I gotta get my revenge back on this team that beat me, or this player that beat me, or I gotta get my get back. And like you said, injuries the name of the game. They come and then the players come back, and sometimes they get injured again. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but that's big time though, especially for both of them, man. So congrats to them, man. Definitely congrats to them, boy. MPR champs, PPR, and standard, man. Hey, this Marquise, that shit. Now we have two back-to-back champs, man. Like I can say that's crazy and it's dope because it's within the 10 years that we've been apart. We got a few more years, a couple more years before we reach that 10-year mark NPR. But yo, that's two players. Cup being the first one, back to back champ, and then Marquise follow right back up a few years later, being back to back champ, and he could possibly go for that three-peat. You know what I'm saying? If the chips lay how they supposed to lay and fall how they supposed to fall. But both of them gotta know. It's like you said, cool. It's a lot of dope competition coming, man. I know you ain't letting up. It only made you stronger. Like you actually you got to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like it was hard. It was tough for you that first season. I remember, especially in PPR. But look, you turn it around, and then you're gonna be even stronger next season. I already know. I already
Oh
know
yeah,
that.
I look at my projection. It's gone, not necessarily according to plan, but pretty much on par with the process. I think I got 6 wins in PPR as a rookie. Never played fantasy football a day in my life, and
Hmm.
then this year, we transitioned to the playoffs in both leagues, at PPR and standard. So I just, I know I'm doing the right things. It's just, you gotta put it all together when it matters. So
Facts.
so that's all, man. I know I'm not discouraged, and I know it's a lot of people in this league, man, that I thought, just going into the, when we did our post draft, show, and we was kind of talking about the teams that we thought would be there and the teams that were strong and whatnot, and there was a lot of dudes that I
Yeah.
thought, was stronger than me, that didn't necessarily compete for the playoffs, or didn't get to where they were supposed to get to. So everybody, and obviously, people that's watching this, worldwide, y'all not necessarily in our chat, man, but everybody here, man, we all competitive, man. Everybody's trying to do the best for themselves, and that's what I love about the league, man. It feel like, everybody is intensely trying to win, and that's what I enjoy, man. I don't think it probably would be different if we had a whole bunch of lawyers and CEOs in here. We was just playing
Right.
playing for fun or something like that.
Right.
We just didn't really care what was going on. But I think it makes it better that we got a whole bunch of people in here that just fired up every season, man. And I'm sure there's more to come.
Yes, sir. Marquise, you still with us, Broski? I don't know if you stepped away
I
for a
think he
minute.
might have lagged out or stepped out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hey, man, we're gonna keep it moving, cool, for real, man. Hey, I wanted. Look, we was talking earlier. I really want to get into this, man. Like this topic, right? Until we get Marquise on back. But man, Eric Dickerson, man. Of course,
Mhm.
you know he has that rushing record. You know what I'm saying? All time season rushing record or whatnot, right? And you got some guys that have come close on the APs of the world. Obviously Saquon Barkley. He was 101 yards shy of breaking that record or potentially tying it or what have you. Hey, I just want to talk a little bit about it, man, and see how you feel. Because I feel some type of way, man. Eric Dickerson came out on the radio or podcast and said that he wouldn't like a Saquon broke the record, right? So me feeling how I'm feeling, I'm like, man, this was like in the '80s. Like it's a dawn a new era. You know, you didn't think no one would come along and be better than you. So my thing is, how do you feel about what he said? And should they let him? Granted, I know they in the playoffs, you don't want nobody to get hurt. But should they let him try to break that record, bro? Because I feel they should.
I'm good. I'm good with actually with what Eric Dickerson said,
You are?
Can y'all
only
hear me?
because only because it's consistent.
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yo.
If you
You got it?
you're
Okay, yeah, my bad. I don't know what was going on with my audio.
Okay, yeah, we was definitely waiting on you. I'm glad you got back in, bro.
yeah,
Oh, my
but
bad, cool, my bad.
no, you all good. I'm gonna make this quick and then we can, because you ain't get a chance to speak on your championship. So I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap this up real quick for Bo. But yeah, I'm good with ED saying that. Only because it's consistent. If you go, I don't know how closely you ever watched him when he was on Undisputed with Skip and Shannon years ago or whatever. This is
Yeah.
kind of how he always, when Derrick Henry got close back in like 2017 or whatever year that was, he said the same thing. He was like, hell no, I want my record. He like, I want these records to stand. And I think that the truth of it is all of the quote unquote old heads or the more elderly statesmen of the game, none of them do. I mean, did y'all see that clip of the dude that ran up on Brett Favre?
Yeah, I seen that. Yep.
Like, now he
Yeah.
looked crazy. And I don't agree with what he did necessarily, but at the same time, it gives you a glimpse into how people feel like when their name is in the record books, it's something like, they get acknowledged at these games, at these halftime shows. They all, they get preferential treatment. They, it's a thing for them.
Right.
It's a thing for certain people. But how I feel about Saquon not being able to go get it, of course, I'm a fan of the game. I'm a fan of the game first and foremost. I understand injuries. I understand they got to protect that man because they going on a playoff run. But I'm a fan of the game. Hell yeah, I want to see him go break it.
Yeah, I definitely did.
And as humble and as good of a guy that Saquon is, I know deep down in his heart he wanted to go get it. He wanted to go get it. So that's just how I feel, man. As far as ED, man, ED is no different from any of the other elder statement of football, basketball. None of these dudes want somebody to break their record. Don't nobody want their record, bro. It's they put on a good face when it happened. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar looked salty as hell when LeBron broke his record sitting on the side. You know what I mean? Like it's just how it's kind of par for the course of how they are. Do I hope going forward that the younger generation changes that? Like we can be more inclusive and you ain't got to necessarily be hard up for a record. Yeah, but I'm not mad at anybody being consistent in what he say. That's who ED is. So he's sticking to his guns. So, but Saquon, the game got cheated. I agree. The game got cheated. We wanted to see
that. Yeah, that's how I feel. I just feel like we got cheated out of seeing, history in its real time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, records are made to be broken, bro. Like everybody, that record ain't gonna stay forever unless you just put out some option. Look, I never thought nobody in a million years would break the scoring record in the NBA with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Look what LeBron did. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Coach trying to get in.
Yeah. Let me get him in. Hey, but that's what we was talking about, Marquise. We looking at it like this. How do you feel? You think the Eagles did the right thing in sitting Saquon? I mean, or should they try to at least let him attempt that record?
This is a double-edged sword. As a fan, I think they did wrong. But as the other side of it, as seeing it from their point of view, no, they did right. We want to protect him. You never know what could happen, and we don't need that to happen going into the playoffs. So I get that, but as a fan, it's disappointing because, man, like I said, I want to see a record broken. I want to be able to say, hey, I witnessed that record get broken. The same way we got the old head telling us. I remember when AD broke the record. I was this years old sitting in front of this.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I would love to see. I would love to see it, but also I understand why. So it's like not too hard pressed, but also as I think Saquon will look back once he retired and whatnot, he'd probably be like, maybe I should have did it because you may not get the chance to do that again or come close to doing it
yeah,
again. So you never know.
yeah.
If you
And
got the
look, not to
opportunity,
get
you should take it.
you should take it because I'm looking at it like this, and then all Sunday long, like all every game today was all about what players need to score this, what players need to pass this or run
Incentives.
this to get incentives. I'm like, bro, like I mean, I get it, it's money, but I'm like, this is history, like that's how I look at it. But to each his own, man. I definitely respect that, like definitely do.
Yes, sir.
Coolest,
Oh,
what you got to
also,
talk?
the
Oh,
pulling because I didn't get to speak on the championship thing. I feel like what benefited me throughout the season two also was I made the right moves at the right times, which was just happened like the championship game. I randomly just said, "Hey, I'm gonna just play Adam Thielen." I don't even know why. I was just like, "Yeah, I get a smooth 10 to 15 from him most likely." I knew
yeah.
Xavier Leggett was hurt. I just put him in, and then I was gonna start Bryce. Like I said, my goal was to start Bryce, and then I ended up not doing it because I think Team Meyer said something, and I'm like, "Nah, you know what? I'm gonna go Aaron
Mhm.
Rodgers. Watch, I'm gonna just go Aaron Rodgers." And good thing they didn't come back to bite me in the back because boy, a goose egg. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
you did it with two of them things too.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like that's how fickle fantasy football is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I done seen some teams like I done seen a few championship scores like online and stuff, man, and people lost because Jared Goff took a kneel in that game.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like by
Tough.
1.10 of a score. You know what I'm saying? Because he took a kneel. They had the game wrapped up in one, like, fantasy football, fickle like that, man. So that's what even cool. And you said, man, shout out to Gridiron Guys, man. Like he came in here and he did what he was supposed to do. And he picked those right players too, man, because who would have known or believed that Atlanta 2 weeks in a row would have
Defense.
boomed defense. And
Yeah.
they get in the championship game and don't do absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Or
And
his
then
players.
another move that I know I made that was just right on time was I got Jonnu Smith right before he started going crazy, and that
Yep.
game was against Cool. That was the game again. That's
Yep.
how I beat Cool because of Jonnu Smith.
Boy, oh boy. Boy,
Yeah,
boy, oh boy.
yeah,
That mofo just kept and I saw, what's crazy is I've been seeing through on online too, like on social media, it's a bunch of people that won their league with John Smith.
yeah.
hmm
It's a bunch of people. It was a bunch of people talking about like, yo, shout out to John Smith coming from out of nowhere, just off
Yo,
waivers.
did he even end up in like the top five of tight ends?
Yeah,
Yes,
I was
that's the
meaning
crazy
to
thing
check that.
about it.
him and Fryer Move. I had Fryer Move for the last little half of the season too. He was
hmm
coming up big for a lot of people. I saw a lot of people posting that too. Like, yo, shout out to the Move. He don't really do a whole lot as far as the game is concerned, but he always put up points when you need him to.
Yeah,
So
Jonnu
Yeah,
Smith, he finished number 5.
number five. Okay, he
Yeah,
did.
and
Yeah,
his
yeah, that's
ranking
big
most
time.
likely gonna go up because he just scored.
Yeah, and he just scored. Yeah, that's big time, man. Especially all the Dolphins trying to get in the Are they fighting for a wild card spot? I think they are. I think they need to win, or they
They
needed
got
help
like
to win.
slim hopes. Yeah, they got.
Yeah,
I
like
think
Slim
Denver
Hope.
gonna end up pulling off
Yeah, Denver did. Denver beat the Chiefs.
Kansas City. Yeah,
Yeah, 31 is up. Even though Kansas City ain't play nobody, but they did get in the playoffs. They played the Bills the first round too. That ALC playoffs gonna be tough, man. Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
really think it's
Bills
gonna be
versus
really tough.
Broncos, Ravens versus Steelers.
hmm And
Ooh
speaking of
wee.
the Steelers, man, I'm looking at it like you know what I'm saying? We could go either way, man. Like obviously it looks like Lamar Jackson has sold up the MVP. And that performance that he gave, 4,000. yards. Yeah, man, 800 rushing yards in one season. The first player in NFL history to do that. Over 40 some touchdowns, man. And then you look at the other side of the division, man. You look at Russell Wilson, man. Like they dropped four straight or something like that of that nature. Like the last couple of weeks, man. Like they ain't been looking good heading into it, man. So people already, of course, Steelers Nation, you know how they do, already calling for Mike Tomlin head, saying that we told you so. Justin Fields should have stayed in. But go ahead, cool. I see you want to.
No, I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing.
Okay,
I don't know if you can. You see me on the screen?
yeah. Well, I can't see you on the track. I can see you on the backstage. I see everybody
Oh
backstage.
no. I thought because I saw the thing on the screen. But no,
No,
I
I got
wasn't.
you.
I wasn't trying to say nothing. No, I was just I'm listening. I'm just listening to y'all, man. Like, but
Yeah,
you know the. You know what my allegiance kind of lied in that situation, man. With
yeah,
Justin Fields, man. I had to, that and it was more about his career too. Like he kind of needed that, the contract
yeah,
situation going forward. He don't, he's in a rookie situation right now, or he could get franchise tag, whatever the case is. Like I feel like he really deserved that shot, and yeah, y'all know how I kind of feel about Governor Wilson. It's not a. It's I just feel like what the best of what he was is behind him. That's all.
yeah,
I'm saying he still play well at times. I just think the best of what he is behind him, and I just thought that Justin deserved that shot, man. But good luck to the Steelers moving forward. I ain't never gonna root against Mike Tomlin or root for him to get fired because that's just kind of just sacrilegious, just as far as rooting against Mike Tomlin for me. But
yeah. I can't do it
I
either.
didn't like the decision though,
Yeah.
and I think it effed up their season. I really do.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, man. And moving on, yo, Mike Evans, bro, got that 1K. Who'd have known he'd have did it after missing 4 games in the season for pulling that hamstring on that one fateful night when they lost Chris Godwin. Also, if you guys could remember, man. But he's tied with Jared Rice right now, man, with 11 seasons straight. 100K yards. And he did it again today, man. A lot of money was won in Vegas. A lot of money was lost because I know they said it was a lot of parlays seeing who can. It was between him and I think it was Terry McLaurin was up there too. Terry McLaurin did get his that TD that he was hoping for, motion franchise record or whatnot. So, but Mike Evans, man, a Hall of Famer, no brainer or what? How you feel, Marquis? That he in your he is in your division with no more Lattimore, but how you feel about Mike Evans, man?
the, the the Carolina side of me is like, yeah, we don't really care for Mike Evans. He a buster. But the realist in me is like, yeah, first ballot Hall of Famer. It's not even close. Like, no, I mean, hey, stats is where you get into, right? It's what you do for
Yeah,
the NFL. It's your impact while you in the NFL. Not too many people can say as a wide receiver they came into the NFL in their first 11 seasons they put up 1K yards. Hey,
yeah,
hey, I
yeah,
don't know what else to say at that point.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel
That,
like I feel like Mike Evans for you is what Aaron Rodgers is for me. I
Yeah,
watched I watched him terrorize us for the 12 years up here and with Bears and all the other teams, Detroit and Minnesota and them. And it's like you hate his guts, but it's like that's a first ballot Hall of Fame. It's like
yeah.
so it's like that's what Mike Evans done terrorized that division for over a decade.
Oh,
But
but we done shut him up a few times though. We done shut him up a few times.
shit, the Saints have too, and it's like
Yeah,
a couple people then he didn't had his battles down there, but it's like
yeah,
yeah. But he done had
yeah,
his days where he looked like he was unstoppable.
yeah. And speaking of, man, that's a perfect setup, man. Speaking of, we were just mentioning the Saints and Mike Evans. So it's already in concrete, man. My Commanders play the Buccaneers on the road that first game. Marshawn Lattimore is already expected to be back. They was really shutting him down for the playoffs. I think that's big time in my eyes, man. Maybe he could carry on what he did with the Saints, man. So we can see if we can somewhat slow that Bucks offense down because we're gonna need it because our defense is not as good as other teams' defense. You know what I'm saying? But we
Yeah,
definitely would love to have a healthy Marshawn Lattimore trying to, you know what I'm saying, battle it out with Mike Evans, man. Like, that's a different that's a
Hopefully, you can
game.
turn the clock back.
Yeah, hopefully we can turn the clock back on that, man. That's a big
I
game.
actually
And they
feel like
did.
y'all got that. I feel like not got that like Mike Evans, but I feel like that's
Yeah.
not necessarily where it's at. I feel like y'all got to slow down, Bucky.
And Bucky, yeah, I was just about to say that with our defense, it's not strong. We gotta stop the run game. We gotta stop the run game, and we gotta understand that Baker Mayfield can take off with his legs too.
Because
You know,
they run that short game offense like where he got them short hot route check downs and them little Christian McCaffrey routes out the backfield where they getting to him and Rashad White, them little
hmm
just getting them touches, like real quick touches, little 5-yard hitches and stuff like that. So yeah, man, it's I gotta say, man, Baker Mayfield, dog, is one of the I'm gonna put him in my on my Mount Rushmore of people that shut me up.
yeah,
It ain't been too many that I looked at and was like, man, I don't see it. I don't see it. He ass. I might not even said he was ass, but I just was like, no, I don't see it. And
yeah.
man,
I think everybody has said that. You know what I'm saying? I really truly believe everybody just said that. Even look, I seen a picture the other day, man. I totally forgot all about them two was on the same team when they
It's
played in
Sam
Carolina.
Darnold.
It's Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield, and I was like, wow, look at these two now, man. Like,
And I was one of the
it-
ones man, Sam ain't that bad. Everybody was like, no, Sam trash. I'm like, no, he ain't that bad. Everybody, I was like, yeah, he that bad. But the whole time it was the team.
that was the team
It was the team.
the whole time, man. But yeah, playoffs are in full swing, man. The only of course this Jackson Miami game is going back and forth, but that really don't have any playoff implications at this moment. But a bit more coming on tonight, man. The Lions, I said the Lions and the Vikings battling for that number one spot. Yeah, that's big time right there. 14-2 teams going against each other in the division like that, man. And whoever get that first spot, they get that bye, and then it
Mhm.
goes so on and so forth, man. The Packers took a big loss today against Cool's Bears, man. That you know what I'm saying, that field goal at the end. Let me get cut to here. Yeah, that field goal at the end was big time, man. Packers at Eagles wild card. We just spoke about the Commanders playing the Buccaneers, man, and then the winner or the loser from tonight, the Vikings and the Lions, at number two spot, they playing the LA Rams.
Hey, you see
So
that?
that's big in the NFC right quick. What's good, Cup?
Oh, he ain't
What's
ducking
up,
the smoke.
gentlemen? How y'all doing?
Yes,
He
sir.
ain't
Yes, sir.
ducking the smoke.
Yeah.
We thought you was ducking the smoke, yo. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You want to share the back-to-back champion.
Oh, congratulations. Congratulations
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Ring of Honor.
Don't worry. I'm about to go into a different section by myself. The three-peat
Good.
section.
Sir, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
you, man. I
Good.
was
We
so
starting early with
disappointed
it.
in the championship game of the PPR, I I
Tough
expected a
loss,
different
man.
outcome, but shout out to Tampa Bay. They pushed them over the top, but they going down in the wild card round of the playoffs. My Commanders are coming through.
We were just speaking of the Commanders. We was talking about Marshawn Lattimore coming back. That what set that up was the Mike K. That 1K. I call him Mike 1K now, man. Like it's automatic for him each season. Like
Yes,
automatic each season for him, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. We were just talking about we're gonna need a Marshawn Lattimore to help us out because we got to focus on Bucky Irvin, and other players and weapons that they have for real, man. But yeah, we was just chopping that up for real, man. Hey, and then we get to the ALC side of things. That's big, man. Obviously, the Chiefs took that L today. The Broncos got in, but that
Mhm.
doesn't stop them from having that first round bye. So you got the Broncos, Bo Nix versus the Buffalo Bills. I think that's gonna be an awesome game right there. Definitely an awesome game. I hope it don't snow. You know what I'm saying? So we could just have a nice, clean game with that one right there. But of course, that's in Buffalo, New York. Then you got the Steelers at the Ravens, man. I think that's a big time game right here. I think Russell Wilson, man, boy, cool. You always said, man, he vanilla as he can be, man. Like he got to get some type of spunk in him, bro. Like something. Like you playing the Ravens, don't come out there and just let Lamar Jackson do Lamar Jackson things. Without they might not even have Zay Flowers. You know what I'm saying? Like he got to get an MRI on his knee. So this tomorrow. It might not even have him. Yeah, and then that last wild card game, the Chargers at the Texans, man, who would have thought that the Texans made it to the playoffs? Because I feel like
Yeah.
they've been slumping for a while. So, maybe they can get that joint turned around. Anybody y'all eager to see, man? I know, like I said, we got that big Lions and Vikings game tonight. Who y'all got coming out of that? I don't know who I
Minnesota.
want. Minnesota, you going with the Purple People Eaters?
I'm going with the Purple People Eaters. They're back, baby. The resurgence of one Sam Darnold.
One sound. The Donald. Marcus, you got any picks on that game right there, man? Vikings, Lions.
I'm going Detroit because Detroit,
Going
they
Detroit.
got the most to play for. They need that bye. They get some of the defensive players back. Yeah, they need that bye. They got something to play for. As much as people's like, oh, they got a lot to play for. I'm going for Detroit.
Yeah, that would be a reason for me to go to Detroit. I don't go for Detroit too, man. And cool. Who you going for, man? Vikings or Detroit?
Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going for Detroit. I think, despite all the injuries, man, I'm still not necessarily going vote against them or to get deep in the playoffs or even to the Super Bowl, man. I just think that run game and that offensive line that travels everywhere. And you can when you got an offensive line that goes smack people in the mouth, and you got a runner like Jahmyr Gibbs, and you got the short passing game, and you got the long passing game with Jay Will. Like I just think that offensive line can carry them deep in the playoffs as long as they don't turn the ball over.
Yeah, definitely got to turn. I put it like this too, man. Like the Lions, they definitely gonna miss a David Montgomery, man. Like they really gonna miss him in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he can get back if they make it to the Super Bowl or whatnot. But I don't know. That's a long shot. Especially with these teams clicking the way they're clicking for real, for real. Yeah. So you got
Sam
yeah.
Darnold.
Go ahead.
Sam Darnold, the USC legend.
That's my guy. Like I'm definitely a USC head.
He's showing what number one picks can do out of USC, man.
Yeah, we always produce not too good of quarterbacks. I go all the way back to Matt Leinart, and I mean, we had our share.
Carson Palmer, though.
Yeah, Carson Palmer. Yeah, we had our share of some good quarterbacks, but I always joke, like, man, like, we produce some not too good ones, not too shabby ones either, or players or what have you.
Sam Darnold is showing Midwest Monsters there is hope, man. He was a number one pick? Darnold was. It took him a while, but he's shining. It might take the other USC legend a while to get right, but he coming.
I mean, I got hope in the USC guy. It's not that. It's the organization, man. I think I spoke on this a couple of pods ago. We got some beefing going on in the front office with Poles and our president and ownership, and they even coming into the season, you make the head coach get rid of his staff, but then you keep the head coach. Like it's the same thing that Sam Darnold kind of battled with early in his career.
Yes. That's why I was going with it. Yes. Like it ain't his fault that he played the way he played. I mean, it really isn't his fault. He played the way he played. I don't think the offensive coordinator game plan was what's the word I'm looking for? I don't think that was. He didn't make it easy on a rookie quarterback. They said Chicago had one of the most challenging offensive playbooks. Like, why not make it easier for a rookie?
One of the stupidest playbooks that I ever seen.
You know what I hear?
What's that?
Excuses. Y'all, they won't give him Bryce this grace. I don't want to hear it.
But I'm not from Bryce. I'm not from that school though. But
they were slaughtering Bryce. They didn't give Bryce was in the worst system. He was in the worst ran organization. Everything about Carolina last year was terrible. If you look at the Bears this year compared to Carolina last year, the Bears is still in a better position than Bryce Young was. Caleb Williams was put in a better position.
But that's what I'm saying. Going into next year, my trajectory for Caleb Williams would be either Bryce Young, what you just saw the last 10 games of this year, or even better than that, because moving forward, like you said, organization not being run right, we made some bad picks, offensive line is bad, yada yada. I wasn't in that camp of just throw Bryce Young away. I wasn't that high on him. I wasn't higher on him than CJ Stroud coming into the thing. I like
I
CJ
was.
Stroud more. However, I wasn't just like, hey, let's just throw the baby out with the bathwater. No, this is y'all fault. You knew what you were getting in him, and you didn't build the team correctly. And that's the same thing I'm saying about this Caleb Williamson. We had to Cup's point, the playbook had a whole lot of you got a whole lot of deep downfield post routes, deep downfield dagger routes. You can't run that like Detroit do, because they got an offensive line. They got Goff got time in the pocket to wait for those down the field routes to open up. You don't got that kind of time with Caleb, and you never established a real run game. DeAndre Swift got hot for like a month or so, and then they basically took the ball out of his hands. So it's like the playbook just wasn't. It wasn't just. It was never going to be designed for long-term greatness, man. So but going into next year, like you said, if he just continues to see the same exact trajectory as I'm seeing right now, then yeah, I will be a little bit more harsh. But I knew, coming into this year, like I told y'all in the beginning, I was never an Eberflus fan. I was never an Eberflus fan. I was never a fan of. I'm not the biggest Ryan Poles fan. I just think that we haven't made a lot. We've made some bad moves. So it's like it's time will tell. And like you said, man, you get the organization, man, will ruin the career.
Yeah. Anybody got any more takes on that?
No.
The Bears. Hey, speaking of Bryce Young got down today too, Marquise, man.
Yes, sir.
Definitely look like the Bryce Young he's supposed to look like, man, after that bench is what I'm trying to say. Like he definitely looked good. Definitely.
And I've been a B.Y. Young. I've been on this bandwagon for the longest.
You definitely a Carolina faithful.
Hey,
oh yeah, that's his mom.
Organization, you gonna support him? Are you an Alabama fan?
Yes, sir. Roll Tide.
Okay, so yeah, that was right up your alley then.
Roll Tide.
Perfect.
I saw Bryce every Saturday. Hey, I know that's a baller.
He played well after he got benched and came back. He played very well.
Understand it now. He saw a bum making plays and realized if 76-year-old Andy Dalton can make plays, so can I.
Yeah, and it looked like the game slowed down a little bit for him. You know what I'm saying? He don't look as fidgety as he was when the season first started. And I mean, it's rightfully so, man. You know, that's how it is. Rookie, sophomore year, what have you. Like, once you get
behind that terrible O line.
Yeah, that's how that go. But speaking of, man, like
line did all right for Chuba.
Oh yeah, no, last year. Well, last year they did all right too, because he had almost 1,000 yards rushing last year.
Chuba ball, man.
What was Chuba's injury? Is he gonna be back at the beginning of the year?
Yeah, it won't nothing major. We ain't have nothing to play for. Why injured your workhorse, the guy you just paid millions to?
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
on top of Miles,
we're gonna be good next year. Miles Sanders showed he still got a little juice in the tank.
Yeah.
He'll be cut. He's paid more
than they need him. Jonathan Brooks got to get healthy.
Yeah, we got to make sure he's good.
Yeah, they need Miles Sanders. They
definitely need. It's about money. He get like $22 million next year, man. They're not paying him $22 million. Do you think he deserves $21 million next year?
Who get $21 million?
Miles get a lot of money.
No, he don't get no $21 million. What?
I mean, well, his total contract was about that. Excuse me.
Over 4 years.
Yeah, that's still a lot of money.
Man, he good as a backup. He showed his worth today. A healthy Miles Sanders with a healthy Chuba. Oh man, I'll take that. And then you sprinkle in let the second year player Jonathan Brooks get his feet wet a little bit here and there. My God.
I hope he get healthy, man. The same ACL tear, bro. Ooh.
Yeah.
You gotta put a lot of work in. Definitely gotta put a lot of work in. But I don't know if y'all guys checked it out, man. It's been coming in the NFL draft order, man. The Giants they must want it pick 3. I don't understand that at all. The Patriots also, man. They already talking about fire.
They already did. I told you they were gonna
They
fire
already
him. I
did.
told you. I told you. He a
Yeah.
black head coach up in Boston. Oh my God, he won't go stand a chance. He won't
Titans
go
got the
stand a
number
chance.
one pick. That's crazy, bro. Look at Bo Nets for 4 TDs coming across my screen right now. But yeah, Tennessee got the first round pick. Cleveland Browns number 2, the Giants number 3, the Patriots number 4, and Jacksonville Jaguars are number 5. The Jets got the number 6 pick, man. They can obviously, grab somebody. Carolina got number 8.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? The Bears got number 10, man. So yeah, it's definitely like for what it is, man. Like pick your poison. Like who was saying how we doing fantasy football and those drafts and stuff. Like you got to pick those players that you really need, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that you really really need. Like there ain't no sense of getting you know what I'm saying, a defense player. You need a quarterback or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hey,
that's what
gentlemen, where do we if any, if you see any, with the current playoff seeding, what do y'all see? Do y'all see a early upset?
yeah. I said it
Yeah.
last week. I said my Commanders was gonna win the first round and then we're gonna lose the second round.
Well, I'm not gonna say we're gonna lose the second round because we can fight with anybody offensively. Or we
We
have a
can.
No.
We can, but I'm just saying, like my defense, you know what I'm saying? Put the playoffs slow down, man. Defense win championships in this type of,
You're right.
This
My
time of year.
defense is coming along. Look at the game today. Raise hell.
That's fine. Hey,
Hashtag
but you got to
Commanders.
think
Look
that
at the
the
game
playoffs
today.
is a
Our
different
defense did
ball
not
game.
break. We bend, but we did not break. The first half, Dallas had 4 red zone and didn't score but 1 touchdown. We
yeah,
doing our
also,
thing. We're still getting healthy. We got Marshawn Lattimore, the Mike Evans stopper, documented throughout both of their careers.
Hey,
We
Cup.
got Allen back, who got a sack today.
Hey, Cup. You want to
Yes,
know what I
sir.
realized? The same way I am about Carolina, you is about the Commanders. You know the truth. You see the truth looking in your face, and you somehow gonna try to be as positive
Oh,
about it as you
the
can.
difference between Carolina and Washington is our quarterback has the clutch gene. Your quarterback got that just caught
Oh,
on gene.
really? Y'all said the same thing about
Ah,
CJ Stroud his rookie year. Hey, we gonna see how your guy do his second year.
we'll
All
see.
right,
Long
all right,
as
all
Midwest
right.
Monsters don't steal my offensive coordinator away, I think we'll have another good year.
Nah, you got a star in your head. Remember, it don't matter about the offensive coordinator. He ain't playing on the field. Your quarterback is.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
The
I
yeah.
coordinator
actually,
does matter, though.
I actually think, man. I mean, I might be. I'm probably out on a limb, man. But I mean, it wouldn't. It wouldn't shock me to see Denver give Buffalo hell. I don't know if I'm ready to
oh,
call.
hey,
I
cool.
don't
I
know
don't
if
know
I'm
if
ready
y'all
to
heard
call
me, but I said that though. That's why I was trying to sever before my audio. So I don't mean to cut you off, but I said I think
Yeah,
Denver can get Buffalo hell, bro.
Yeah.
Denver's a scary team.
Yeah.
that wouldn't shock me to see. I don't know if I'm ready to call that upset, but that looked like the one that it's like I'm looking at the seeding and it looked like that's the one that like it should be like kind of the walkthrough, like that should be the easiest matchup, and that's why I think it probably would be the toughest one because I just can't see Pittsburgh and get beating Baltimore, even though when you got to play somebody 3 times in the season, you never know what's going to happen in that third matchup. That's going to be tough for Baltimore to beat them 2 times, kind of back to back. But yeah, your Commanders look like they probably right now, as we currently sitting, probably the best shot uh, to get that upset. Just because I just think that highly of Jaden Daniels, man.
I got another one for you guys. I think Green Bay can pull an upset.
I can't see it.
If it was not in Philly. If it was in Green Bay, yeah. Not I don't know if they could do that in Philly.
Christian Watson hurt, Romeo Dobbs, like he banged up. Josh Jacobs can run the ball, but that's still that Philly still got that number one defense. I see what you're saying, but didn't Jordan Love get hurt also?
Now if he got hurt, then no. I didn't know.
Yeah, I mean he came, but yeah, he got hurt today, but I think he came back in the game or something like that. But yeah, like he hurt his hand, or his elbow or something like that. But I
Mm.
don't, yeah, I don't think they could beat Philly. I really don't think they're gonna beat Philly with a healthy Jalen Hurts coming back. But that could be an upset. That's your opinion. I cannot say that that can't happen because we just
Hey,
seen some. Yeah, go ahead.
I think Philly gonna come out rusty. I don't know when the last time Jalen Hurts played when he got concussed.
It will
I
be
mean,
4 weeks.
I think he might come
No,
out rusty, and Green Bay might jump on them. This is why I made the statement. I think Green Bay can upset them.
no, I feel you. I feel you. Let me see who else on
Defense
this.
is great, but you got to put points on the board to win in the playoffs. Defense is great, but like I've been going to games, I've been watching games of my Commanders, and to me, we stay in the game no matter what. And if we in the game with the last possession, we gonna win.
You
I
see
got
how
faith in them.
you see? I could tell you the Eagles is your division rivals because how you just flipped from saying, "Oh, Green Bay could
I
jump
was
on
just at
Philly"
the
to
Atlanta game, bro. You probably
to
thought Atlanta was gonna beat us,
no,
didn't
no, 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 no. You gotta stop, man. Stop this. Green Bay, you keep saying no, no, no. Green Bay, no, stop this. Their Philly defense is not rusty. They've been playing. Saquon is not rusty. He's been playing. He just didn't play this week. He just rested now. No way.
you? All I'm saying is the last time I seen Jalen Hurts play, he was concussed. Last year, he bombed out toward the end of the year. I don't know what's up.
You
I'm gonna
keep
have to
saying
see.
that was like he didn't bomb out this year. He's been playing great ball until the concussion.
Mhm.
Oh man, Jordan Love said he lost feeling in his right throwing hand after
Yeah,
throwing.
I knew some. That's why I was trying to look up. So I knew something had happened today with Jordan Love. That's why I said that they ain't beating the Philadelphia
They
Eagles.
got him.
No,
They got him.
but
They
you know
got him.
what causes that? A stinger causes that. A
Mhm.
football stinger.
They calling it an elbow injury, but they say he lost
Yeah, it
feeling
was
in
something
his
with the
right
elbow.
hand. So
Yep.
I mean, he clearly was in some pain, but
I didn't see the play,
they don't
but a
say he
stinger
out.
can hurt and cause numbness.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's big, man. That it's set, man. It's definitely set, man. I'm waiting on this Lions and Vikings game. I really think, like I said, Detroit will get that number 1 spot. It's still gonna be a good game, even if one of them have to play the LA Rams, man. Like they just fight for that number 1 spot. We haven't talked much about looking at this 5-4, the Chargers versus the Houston Texans, man. Y'all think the Texans can do it, or Chargers rolling in to get that I wouldn't necessarily call that round that or this matchup an upset matchup, but
I
I think
think
the
I
Chargers
think I think khaki pants might walk in their trap and take over.
are Dockers.
I think it's a toss up.
Yeah, I think it is too. But I'm with Kuda. I think with J.K. Dobbins back, man, and Justin Herbert been clicking on all cylinders, bro. I think they're gonna just have too much for the Texans. Unless Joe Mixon come out there and give us one of those games, him and Nico Collins, man, because CJ Stroud need them. He need them
He
bad.
called that man
If
khakis.
Nico
That's
come to play
hilarious.
like Nico can play, I think they'll have a chance.
Yeah, he need a bet. Yeah, that was funny. Marquise
He
calling
called
man
that man
khakis,
khakis.
man.
That is hilarious.
That's old khaki pants in there, bro.
Hey, he gonna run the ball 1,000,000
Man,
times. That's all he want to do.
just
That's
McConkey,
run the
all.
ball.
That's all he want to do, boy. Yeah, Chiefs just defeated. Broncos just defeated the Chiefs 38-0. Man, oh man, that's crazy, bro. Khaki pants. Hey, yeah, but it's set, man. Broncos, Bills, Ravens, Steelers. You got Houston Texans and the Chargers. And then the NFC side of things, we just went over. We pretty much got through everything. Hey, I do want to say, man, like everybody, like please get it. I'm gonna repost it in the band out, man. I want everybody to get into that suggestions box, man. And I know y'all got more stuff that we could think of to vote on for the week.
Oh,
Cause
I got
people been
one.
talking all week. Yeah.
Yeah, I got one because it was I didn't know how to word it, but basically the bottom four teams should be like in their own little miniature draft before we actually draft for the number 1 seed. since they were the lower seed, so give the bottom for the chance to compete for the number 1 seed, and then from there it's all the other 11 seeds is just whoever ball get placed, get picked type thing.
Hey, I see. This it's crazy. We're gonna put that in the suggestion box too. I seen a few other leagues do that. Ultimately too, bro. Versus like what I'm saying, just pulling it. They just be like the last, like almost like
The final rankings.
Yeah, the final rankings. And then go from there. Yeah, we definitely can put that in the suggestion box because we got a lot of stuff on there. Like we got a lot of people want to get rid of defense and flex players. You know what I'm saying? I know me personally, I'm down
I
for
don't.
that.
Well, the only issue I have with that is the running backs out there are so little. It's not enough with 12-team leagues. It's not enough running backs to go around for. I feel like instead of it being a flex position, it should be another wide receiver position because there's plenty of wide receivers.
Yeah, we could go 3 wide receiver.
Yeah,
I'd rather do 3 wide receivers because 2 running backs starting, man, it's hard enough to have 2 good running backs starting.
Yeah, but the only reason I said flex because even you can still do the same thing with flex. Like you ain't even got to start a running back. You could do.
Yeah, you can put a tight end or wide receiver.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason I said flex. But I'm down with any one of them. We just got to make sure we put it in the suggestion box.
It ain't even that many good tight ends out there for real.
It's not, but then it is because look, I mean, we were just talking about Marquise found Jonnu Smith, and he won't on nobody radar this year. So I mean, I know it ain't, but you might be one of those fortunate teams that has 2 good tight ends.
Because honestly, I think standard should become a keeper league where you keep 2 of your players and then give the rest of them up.
I love that
because it's being so consistent with it.
Yeah, I really don't want to change standard too much, but when it comes to like the PPR side of things and adding another like PPR league, I definitely welcome these joints. Like I definitely do, man, because it expands the game and makes it fun. So we definitely got to vote. Cool. If you got any suggestions, bro, anything that you know or heard of too, man.
Anything in standard, I kind of like we can kind of, I play it by ear and we can kind of just take it from there. But in PPR, I'm definitely down for the double flex. We can either take out the defense or make it a however you want to make it. But I'm down for the double flex because I like more point. I'm down for the points, and I like currently as we are currently we have PPR, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna. That's what I was saying. If we go double flex, we should make it like a full PPR and just have that, and have that be how that is. That's I just think that'll result in more points and a lot of more. I think it'd be like a lot more crazier weeks, like not more tighter games, things of that nature, without the defense losing you points and shit like that. So.
Yeah, and I think people getting tired of that, and just certain formats. It ain't got to be all of them, but the defense. When you get granted 10 points, but they can lose you a whole lot of points too. You know what I'm saying? And I know we got up there 2 kickers. When they miss, they should be able to miss the same amount of points versus it being that 1 point off the board. So there's a lot of things we gotta bring to the table and vote on and pull it out, man. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm definitely gonna need y'all guys' help. I know y'all here, but we definitely gotta get it going because like a lot of people was asking. A lot of people want different things to happen and stuff like that. So we just gotta make sure we do the right thing at the right time, so we don't have too many changes in one season. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to just
overhaul.
A whole overhaul. Like we gotta make it make sense.
Do we have our entire PPR? Is everyone returning, or is anyone leaving?
Petty Pat. Yeah, we good. I gotta be a stand up guy, bro. I really do, man. Like Petty Pat didn't really do anything this season. Okay, I see you. Yeah, Petty Pat didn't really do anything this season, man. Like far as standard and on PPR, man, to make me feel like damn, like it was a lot of uncertainty with his teams. You know what I'm saying? Leaving people on the bench, not plugging and playing. So, but I will say, he already hit me up. Supreme Gods, man. Kobe, he said he want to leave standard and come over to PPR. So with that being said, PPR is already filled up, at this point. So let somebody else go.
So the reason I asked that, for us to have a keeper, we got to have the whole league. So if that person comes over, he got to select a keeper from that team that Pity Pat had.
No, he don't. So what we'll do is with that first season of keepers, we draft normally.
It'd be
The following
redraft.
season,
Okay, so it won't start this year to actually.
So we'll be able to draft normal, but you know that you drafting those two players that you get to keep. But then so forth and so forth. Like the next.
Well, you don't select keeping them until the end of the year, right? For the next year.
But you still got to draft them. You got to make sure they're on your spot so you can keep them.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is, you do. If we're gonna do a normal draft, you don't say who you're keeping until the year is over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically that. Yeah, correct. Yeah, we just saying it in different.
Well, it won't start this year. Basically, it'll start the following year that you get to keep a player.
Yeah, but you still want to be, but we still call it keepers because you want to make sure that you draft somebody that you're gonna keep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't once that's done, we ain't redrafting no more. And those players that you keeping those players. You only can trade them to other teams. Like they ain't gonna be in the draft no more. Yeah. So we just gotta figure that out. And just like Marky said, we just make it make sense because we ain't doing a whole overhaul for real. Like we can't change one league how a million changes. Like we might as well just start fresh and brand new. I don't think that makes sense. Like we do a little bit here, a little bit there, and so forth, and that's how you build and make a league better. Because it's gonna get better. But yeah, man, y'all got anything, bro? Like or anything else, man? We can go and get up out of here, man. This joint been dope, man. We got our champs, man. Guys, almighty, man. Vince Marquise back to back, broski.
Back to back, man. That guy is a back to back champ, man.
Them boys about to get their payment and shit. Supposed to be hitting that count tomorrow from Chatter Up, man. Yup, got the payment. Look, we're going through Trophy Smack, bro. So I'm gonna be looking at some nice trophies and stuff like that. I know y'all seen that dope belt that Gridiron Guards posted too. If you didn't, go check it out. And the band out, like they got all that stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we just gotta look into that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. As it get bigger and better, because like people already saying they want to have the buy-in feel a little higher, have something to really play for. You know what I'm saying? So we can go.
And I think also we should up the pay-in fee.
Yeah.
That's another thing we should look at. Yeah,
we gotta look at it. We gotta look at all of that, man, because most of these guys that's in here, like I do the $50-$55 because we started out like that. We didn't want to break nobody's pockets or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But it's guys in here that really want to get down to it, bro, and win some nice money, man. So we just gotta make it make sense and don't run everybody off. Like I ain't trying to have that joint like $1 million. Like
yeah.
No, we got to make it make sense. We still want to keep our players. Like most leagues fail because the buy-in fee be too high, and players would be like, "Nah, I can't afford that." And we understand. So we just make it make sense, man. Go up gradually. You know what I'm saying? I can see where we at $50-$55. We can go up to $80 or $100 or something like that. Like, not something too drastic that everybody can put their money in and get ready to play. But yeah, man, you guys ain't got nothing else, man. We can go and get up out of this thing, man. I appreciate you guys, but we gotta cool from that point up, man. We gotta hit the ground running, man. And it starts with me too, bro. Like I want to get this off season kicked off to a big bang, bro, because this shit about to get doper and doper and doper, especially with the new formats in these leagues, man. Like it's about to be dope, man. And we got our champs, bro. So yeah, man. Y'all ain't got none, man. Let's go and slide up out of here, man. I appreciate you guys.
Hey, yes, sir.
That's what they do, man. All love, man.
Let's get it, baby.
Love, baby.
We out. Love.
Yeah, these championship rings on my hands now. In my head, I'm top 10. Yeah, that's hands down. You a squad, know you're looking man down.